Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to
Welcome back, darlings. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and it's the 4th of July, and we're here at Arthamptons, and I am here with Giancarlo Impiglia.
Impiglia. Yes, that's the correct pronunciation.
Impiglia. Giancarlo, you have such a wonderful array of gorgeous paintings surrounding us right here in this booth. Number 318. Tell my audience how many paintings we're looking at right now.
Well, of my own, there are 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 paintings of mine here.
And some of the other people, do you know who they are?
Yes, then we have Manuel Mendive. That is probably the most important artist from Cuba today.
How impressive.
Cuban, yes. And then we have a unique piece from Miles Davis, the famous jazz musician.
Tell my audience, now these are beautiful paintings. These are newer ones. These are newer to your collection.
Yes, newest work, more, currently important to me, my latest works.
Explain to my audience about this particular painting. It's beautiful.
This particularly is an appropriation from particular appropriation from Caravaggio. It's a painting from 1608 when Caravaggio was in Naples at the time, and so is Caravaggio is the most famous artist of the Baroque period in Italy. And
just gorgeous.
And this is Bacchus, the god of wine. And I took a detail of this large painting and I re-elaborated on it in a more and conceptualized the whole image.
So you scaled it down to be more or less your interpretation of what you felt it should be.
Well, I scaled it up.
You scaled it up?
Yes,
okay, that's even better.
The detail of the head instead of the whole body. And I took the detail of the face and the grapes. And so it's a very interesting image. I love Caravaggio. It's like going back to the classic period of my studies.
I love the painting on the top. That looks like Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel.
From the Sistine Chapel, the hand of God and the hand of Adam. But I created a twist of it, where when God created Adam, probably didn't realize that creating the man, he also created the violence symbolized by the red, which is bloody red, and the gold, which is symbolical of greed and possession and values, terrestrial values. So it is an allegorical interpretation.
Yes, I see that.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure you've been to the Sistine Chapel many times.
I'm from Rome. I was born near the Vatican.
Were you really?
Yes.
Oh my God, my husband and I got lost in the Vatican on a honeymoon.
Oh, it's possible. Yes, you can get
lost. But it's such a beautiful country, and of course I'm Italian American, and I was in awe when I was at the Sistine Chapel, and that is probably one of the most beautiful pieces of art actually that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Michelangelo, who doesn't know him?
Right, and to interpret another painting from a master like him
Yes.
is just incredible. Now, tell my audience your work. Where can we see your work other than Arthamptons? Is there a gallery that's showing it?
Next week I will be at Art Southampton,
I will be there too.
so we'll see you again there. And then in December I will be in Miami for the art fair in Miami. And then next year I will have a retrospective in New York City at the National Arts Club. It will be in April. So I will exhibit a group of maybe 50 of my works.
Sounds good, darling.
I'm very pleased.
Very
I'm
pleased.
happy.
Tell my audience where we could go to find out more information. What's the website?
Well, you go to giancarloimpiglia.com or to the gallery that represents me, that is a Counterpoint Contemporary Fine Art, and they have a website, so they will see my work there.
Beautiful. Thank you, darling.
Cognac. Thank you.
And don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up right here at Arthampton. Big champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at Arthamptons, and it's the 4th of July, and we are here at the Lawrence Art Gallery booth, and I'm here with Mr. George Schulman.
Hi.
Hi, darling. This is fantastic that you're here doing this whole show and looking at all the beautiful art. Now, I understand that your pieces of art are at the Lawrence Art Gallery in East Hampton.
Yes, they are, and they were supposed to be at the show, and what occurred was as soon as the work came, 2 pieces went immediately out the same day that they came, so they're at a pool house.
Yes, tell my audience this incredible story.
Well, it's kind of amazing because the paintings actually occurred in that I'm from Huntington, New York, and the paintings were made from drawings done at Heckscher State Park, where we actually, my son and I, saved a tortoise where the children at the park unfortunately took the turtle out of the pond and brought it to the street, and this turtle got lost.
Oh, God.
And in the process of the turtle getting lost, we brought it back to the pond, and then I did a drawing of the turtle. And what also occurred was I inherited these canvases from a painter that passed away, beautiful linen canvases, and so as the story unfolds, what was very interesting is I finally decided to do these paintings on those canvases that wound up at the Lawrence Gallery, and it's kind of interesting that they're about this turtle and this pond, and they use all the symbols and the mapping and the other interesting ingredients that I use as far as my painting alphabet, my vocabulary. And it's amazing that they wind up at a beach house in the Hamptons, which is very interesting to me. So now the turtle has a home.
Thank God.
Yes, and the other painting is about a Rubik's Cube that I used to play with at Alan D'Arcangelo's studio. Alan is no longer alive, but he was a mentor and teacher of mine at Brooklyn College, and he also was with me when I worked at Marlborough Gallery. He's one of the artists in the gallery and a dear friend of James Rosenquist. So when I did that painting, I actually looked at this Rubik's Cube, and it had to do with the mapping in the Rubik's Cube and the design of the cube so that all these colors came out. And one thing kind of leads to another because I always use a reference, and I always have a lazy Susan, if you will, of things I've found and objects around me that I'm able to weave into the work as far as the pattern and the fabric of what I'm doing. So it's all been a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how do you like showing your art in the Hamptons? It's pretty exciting.
Oh, it's terrific. I love the people. I love the energy. I love the vibe of coming out. I used to come out here years ago when I had my stretcher company, and I actually had a number of clients, and I actually knocked on William de Kooning's door and walked in and said, "Here I am, I'm George Schulman, and I've been wanting to meet with you all these years." And what's very interesting is my ex-wife went to Hans Hoganson's wedding, and Hans Hoganson built Williams de Kooning studio, and that's a true story.
It's a fascinating story.
It's pretty wild how things kind of connect up.
Congratulations.
So it's a good thing. Art is good.
Art is good, and we want people to buy more art, but I need for you to tell my audience where they could go to find out more information about you as an artist. What is your website?
GeorgeSchulmanArtist.com.
And the Facebook page?
Same.
George Schulman, right?
George Schulman.
Beautiful.
And if you need real information, speak to Deborah Rothberg of Be the Buzz.
Yes, she's the one to go to find out all the information.
She is the real deal and makes it happen.
Give me a kiss, darling. This side. And don't go away, don't go away. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews right here at Arthamptons. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and it's Arthamptons, and it's the 4th of July, and I am here with this media expert, Ms. Deborah Rothberg from Be the Buzz. Now, Deborah, tell my audience, what do you think of Arthamptons this season?
I think Arthampton is always amazing. What Rick does is he brings in galleries from all over the world, and they have an opportunity to not only show to some of the largest collectors in the country, but also get a feel for one of the most beautiful places in America.
It really is one of the most beautiful places in America. I totally agree.
And you know, America's greatest commodity, as I said before when we interviewed for Arthamptons when I did the event, is America's greatest commodity are arts and sciences. And it's Long Island's greatest commodity as well. Not only is the arts one of our greatest commodity, but it's green industry. And Long Island thrives in digital media, arts, and all different type of artists that have been generational now live here on the East End, but also all over Long Island, especially in the town where I live now, which is Huntington.
In Huntington, yeah.
Yes, Huntington Village, which is a historic seaport town. Washington crossed the Delaware, and then they hung out in Huntington.
Tell my audience, with your media company, Be the Buzz, where can we go to find out more information? What is the website?
The website is the letter B, the word the, and the word buzz. BTHEBUZZ.com, and we do brand marketing, vendor matchmaking, and quality appointment setting. So what ends up happening when a client comes to me, they need to have their story solidified. We do their online presence for them if they need a new logo, and I also do coaching as well as styling. George Schulman, one of my clients who I positioned in 9 months, where now he has one of the most prestigious galleries in East Hampton,
yes, the Lawrence
Fine Arts Gallery, where we were able to just walk in and secure the gallery just like that. And
that's because his work
is outstanding. So what ended up happening was Howard Shapiro, who owns the gallery, said, "I never go to anyone's home, but I have a feeling you have amazing work." So George now lives with me. We're life partners and business partners. So he came to my home, which is a 200-year-old Victorian in-hail site, Huntington Village, and was amazed. He took 3 paintings, and now I just gave him 2 sets of 5 series. They stood in Arthamptons for like an hour. People came, they wanted for their pool house, took them from the wall, and now they're in their pool house bought. They didn't have the paintings for 3 weeks at the gallery, and they're sold, 2 of them, so now we're getting him more paintings.
Tell my audience, again, the website.
The website is bethebuzz.com. BTHEBUZZ.com.
Thank you. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews right here at Arthampton. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses.
been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.